Howdy and welcome to Play Games Spread Joy. I'm Justin. Today I'm taking a look at the Tabletop Find It book from Kevin Group, aka Old Man Games. This is going to be one of those kind of Where's Waldo Find It style books that's coming to Kickstarter on the 8th of February. He was kind enough to send a sample booklet my way. The finished product will be hardback bound with more than 20 total pictures showing off some of your favorite game components and possibly even introducing you to a new game. In it, you'll be searching for various components, so there'll be a list of, hey, find this many dinosaurs or something like that. But they're all from different, various board games and tabletop games that we all have come to learn to love in the industry, and hopefully you'll love this as well. Come along with me, see some of the awesome pictures that he has taken to incorporate into this, as all of these will be full photos that he's taken of game components on a table or set up in some way. These are not digitally kind of arranged. He's actually taken photos of all this stuff. So of course on the cover you can see a lot of great components already, like different cat components, kind of like from Calico. See stuff from Terraforming Mars. You can see some of the larger ravens, some of the dinosaurs we love from Dinosaur Island. Kind of Scrabble pieces for his name. And so let's go see what else we can find on these pages. So of course, like I said, this is a sample booklet. The released version of this will be hardbound book, a lot more pages. So here's the first page that he has in this sample. The Let's Go Digging. Can you find one baby raptor? So let's see if we can find that baby raptor. Take a moment, look for yourself, and then I'm going to point out what I see, as I think I already see it, but I want to give you a chance to really look and to see all these dino options. So you may have already seen it, but I'm going to show where I found it now. Right here you see this baby raptor. It's orange, just like the picture. To me, that might be wrong, that might be right, because I don't see it anywhere else. But that kind of shows, hey, you're looking for this component. It could be in a different arrangement. It could be flipped over. It could be rotated. But as you can see, like, this has been set up like sand in the background. All the different dinosaurs. All these components are from various games. So, he's taken the time to really compose these pictures well. So everything's visible. You can recognize some of these games or just have fun finding these items. So let's see if we can find some dino eggs now. So these might be a little bit harder because of the if it is that color on the sand, it might be a little bit harder to find than some of the brighter colors. But he has mentioned for these photos, some will be harder or easier than others. Like I see an egg right here already, so we're 1 out of 3. So if you've really enjoyed the Where's Waldo style of books or Find It books that I kind of grew up on as well, you may enjoy this. You can do it alone, or you can spend time with family or friends just kind of hanging out and doing it. So far we found 2 eggs. We do have 1 more to find as we continue down this list of Find It items for this dino page. Of course, if you're searching along with me, you can kind of just comment below what you found or what you had difficulty finding. Maybe you found it before I did. Now, if you are interested in the product, I will be leaving a link to the Kickstarter and his pages below, so you can follow along with the project and potentially back it as well if you feel that this is a product you're interested in. Now, he also mentioned that after the Kickstarter, on his own webpage, he will be releasing basically a guide or an answer template showing where all the things can be found. So if you do have too much difficulty finding something, you will be able to look up later where it is if you just need to know. But of course, you don't want to just give it away, so he's not just going to make it obvious the answer on the back of the book necessarily, because he does want you to take time to enjoy the picture he's taken and all these game components. Now, some of these pictures will have been sponsored by different companies to support him and this project. But of course, that just means we get to see more of the awesome uh, games that we love from the different companies that we love as well. You know what? I'm going to leave that third egg for you to be found. I'm not going to point it out. You tell me in the comments where you see it. So, of course, you can have fun finding all these different components. Maybe take a screenshot, see how many of these things you can find, how long it takes you. Uh, if I was to find all of these on video, it'd take a long time. I want you to see the rest of these pictures. So I'm going to move it on to these next pictures, and you can tell me how many of the components you're able to find. So then our next one, so you can tell like he's taking the time to actually take this photos, because like you can tell it's set up like a board, these components on a pin board, like a side table over here with things. So it makes you feel more immersed instead of it just being random components like digitally altered. So we're looking for search tokens, a bottle of poison, a typewriter, some pills, a white fedora, a bomb, graveyard, and some question marks. Of course, I see a bottle of pills already, at least one of them, but we do need 3. I see another one. I'll have to keep an eye out for the third one. So tell me how long it takes you to find if you're able to find everything. I see at least one of the search tokens already. So as you can see, he's taking the time to really get the details right. So personally, I recognize a lot of these components. Some of these cards with the QR codes on them you might recognize from the Lucky Duck Games series of, let me make sure I get the name right, the Chronicles of Crime series. So very interesting details. And I like how it's not over the top busy on every photo, and he's using the space for his words and the titles and everything you're looking for well, so it doesn't clash with the photo, which is very nice. So when we have this ahoy matey, ye be seeking, so he's themed it around pirates for this one. You can tell he's taking the time to get sand in a map, the card sticking in the sand, so you can really tell that these are actual photos that he's taken the time to set up and get the right shot, as opposed to just throwing it out there. So he's really taking the time to consider, from the visual standpoint, that these should look good and be high quality photos, and do all these components justice, but then make it fun to find these components as well. So we're going to take some time to find a spyglass, a compass rose, 2 or maybe 3 sharks, some treasure chests, dice, pirate meeple, hook, glass bottles, and anchors. So all very similar theme within the pirate stuff. It looks like you have your old paper scroll over here, kind of like it's been weathered. So let's see what's on the next page. What's the next theme? Oh, that's a nice shift in color tone. So just the arrangement is definitely unique and different on this one as compared to the last page, to make this one stick out. So a lot of more round style components, more the chits that we're used to seeing in a lot of games, cardboard tokens and such. So you're looking for action markers, factory, milk. I'm not even going to try to say it. I know there's a right way to say that word, but I just can't say it. Bag of treasure, villain, surfboards, aliens. So with these pictures, you can tell he's taken the time to let each component stand out on its own, but also as a whole, the picture is appealing, but doesn't make it super obvious where every component is. You do have to take the time to really admire the dedication he's taken to setting up these photos and showing off each of these individual components in a way that's aesthetically pleasing, which I'm really enjoying. And then next up, so it looks like we got more sand, but more leaning towards the Old West with Howdy Partner. Can you help me find some poker chips, horses, glass bottles, and bullets, pocket watches, red rose, shot glasses, and can of beans? So you got some larger components, you got some of these smaller ones, so you can really take the time to dig in. And it feels like it's set up in the Old West with the old wood right here and some cactus stuff right here. Maybe you recognize Tumbletown. with its dice and its dice tower. Find some of these poker chips, but you can tell he's taken extra time to find a poker chip and then a little miniature of the same color, and it's set up almost like these two are dueling over here over this gold. So just the effort he's gone into setting up these photos is intriguing alone, beyond just looking for components, but that extra layer of find these components, enjoy the aesthetic of the pictures and all the games it represents from the hobby. It's just a wonderful merge of everything that I love of, of, of both art and gaming and culture, and the people in the hobby I know that have worked on these games, and it's showing off their work they've done. So that was the sample book that he sent me. So even on the back of the book, he has a little bit of things you can find: some bears, chicken, banana, pine cone, some purple dinosaurs. Like here's a purple dinosaur right here. You got a bear here. Maybe that's a bear. It's hard to tell for sure. That's what happens with meeples. Some meeples are maybe misshapen or can be identified as a couple things until you really look close. And so seeing all of the interesting things, and it shows us just how many different components and unique artwork that's been done and put into all the games we love and that have been put onto the market. And so Kevin, aka Old Man Games, taking the time to really show off these components in a unique way is really intriguing and caught my eye immediately when I first saw it. And of course, going back to the my younger days of enjoying Where's Waldo and other Find It books, this is a great way I can spend some time just kind of sitting down and relaxing, not having to play a game, but still be immersed within the artwork of gaming and the components that have gone into games. And of course, this is something that's very family friendly, that you can sit down with younger kids and let them find these components, and then they start to recognize the same components you maybe have on your tabletop, so you can guide them into playing more games with you at some point. But overall, I hope you take a chance to check out the Kickstarter. Go tell Kevin how much you like this if you do. And in general, I hope you have a wonderful day. And as always, play games and spread joy.